today we got some White Castle. Does it have a logo on the back? There's no logo on the White Castle bag. I haven't had White Castle in so long, and I know there's not that many outside of like this area. I live in New Jersey. This one's in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. There's also one in Clifton around here, but it's real popular, obviously, because the Harold and Kumar video made it super popular, and we're doing every franchise. So I got a bunch of stuff off the menu, pretty much everything on the menu other than repeats. We're gonna do this today. Drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes. Let me get in this car. Let's get into this video. I pretty much got one of everything from the White Castle menu, so bear with me. White Castle is a place that, again, I grew up eating at, but I'm not sure why I like it. I loved it as a kid. The older I get, the less I like it, but I still enjoy it every once in a while. Is the food here good? Well, we'll find out today. A lot of people don't think so, but there are some people who swear by it. One thing I do like about it is they've never changed the look of the building, like that iconic castle that they always had here. It's always looked like this for as far back as I can remember, which at this point, I feel like I was born in 1920. The other thing is that how clean it is on the inside. I just couldn't believe how damn clean it was. A lot of fast food places around me don't really have the cleanest interior, except for the ones that have just gotten rebuilt. But this building is old and it still looks really, really clean. Anyway, I've bored all you enough with this. There are 2 new items on this menu. Now it says shake things up on this. They're not new, but I've never had them, so I want to try them. I just never got back to White Castle. You can see that says Smoky barbecue. So these are their chicken rings, and they have 2 different flavors. Ooh, that does smell nice. Like a little barbecue seasoning. That's exactly what these are. They're regular chicken rings. I'm going to shake these up more because I can see the seasoning. Try to get it on there. I like the fact they serve these in that bag so you can kind of, they still aren't on the damn, doesn't matter. It looks like they're coated. So barbecue chicken rings. They don't look bad. I don't really like their chicken rings because they're usually kind of rubbery. I do like that seasoning though. Like I might honestly keep this. I have fries and throw my fries in there to get that seasoning on the fries. The chicken rings are all white meat. Again, I don't dislike them. They're just pretty much like a basic chicken ring. It's an interior shot. You can see all that seasoning in there. I don't know if because these are fresher than I usually have gotten them because I used to take my food home. These aren't half bad. Are they something that I would go out of my way to get? No. I like the barbecue seasoning. I wouldn't get the chicken part again. Well, I'm going to shake my fries in these real quick. The chicken rings, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. They're not bad. Let me shake this one up too. This is the second one of their new chicken rings. It says new again. They've been out for months, so I'm sorry I keep saying new. I just saw it on the menu. That said new. They've been out for a while. This is my first time trying it. So this is their Hidden Valley Ranch version. This is one of those things that I've had their Hidden Valley Ranch powder. You can buy that powder at the store. So that's what's on these. I kind of know what to expect from it, but the ranch seasoning, when you just use that, that's what it is too. If you go to the store, you can get powdered Hidden Valley Ranch, and you're supposed to add your own whatever you want to use to make it, which I believe is the same recipe that Wingstop uses. But alone, this is like super concentrated, and it's like almost like a flavor shock. I'd rather have ranch to dip these in. These I don't really like. I'll give that a 4 out of 10. But you can probably just cut this with the barbecue, which I might do in a later part of the video, and it's going to hit. Now we'll get into some of their burgers or sliders. I got one of each. Where's my other slider? My slider's probably in here. My OG slider is hiding. I do have one more bag. I don't know what the hell those are. Was my slider missing? Oh, no, it's right there. I'm tripping, bro. I just finished my workout. Sometimes after a lot of people don't realize this, but I film a lot of my videos, which is why I'm wearing workout clothes right after my workouts. And I'm still so like wired that sometimes I just be skipping stuff. But this is their OG slider. It is what they're known for. It comes with their onions that they make on the flat top. Now, in the past, White Castle, do they still do this? Yes, they do. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's covered in onions, but they always had these perforated little sliders that soaks up that onion flavor really well. You can also get them with pickles, which is what it usually comes with. If you don't know, I don't like pickles, but I love the onion flavor on these sliders. Now, the bun has always been kind of soggy. The meat has always been kind of like not meat, but I don't know why these things are addictive, especially for you guys that partake in the 420. I'm just big backed. If you wait like 6 months to eat one of these, they're always good. But they're not good. I can't explain it, man. If you know, you know. I would never consider this an elite slider at all. But again, there's something about like that steamed bun slider onion combo that's almost like nostalgia. And if you've ever had it, you probably know what I'm talking about. I have been trying for the better part of 20 some odd years to explain why this hits every once in a while. I still don't have an answer for you. Even after eating the slider. I get mine with ketchup. You can get it without. I think they even have mustard. But for whatever reason, I still enjoy them. On a scale of 1 to 10, they probably get like a 6. And I'm being nice. But I still enjoy them. Sometimes I just want it. And today was one of those days. It's just 6 out of 10. I'm trying. I can't articulate it. If anybody's been there, you know what I'm talking about. Next up, we have what I think is a better version of their slider. This is their 1921 slider. Now, they call it 1921 because White Castle first started in 1921. And this one, as you can see, the patty is much thicker. Now, it normally comes with lettuce and tomato. I do tomato and onion. It comes with cheddar cheese. It also has the ability to get jalapeno cheese or white American cheese, I believe. And again, the bun is just much thicker and juicier. This is all, they should have this as their default slider. Look how much different that one looks. This tastes like an actual slider. Again, that steamed bun just comes off as kind of soggy. And I don't know why I like it. But if you've never been here before, just keep an open mind because it's always soggy. They come soggy. And then they put it on the griddle. It makes it soggier. I don't know. But this one's a little juicier. Again, patty unseasoned as hell. I'm just being real. But it still works. Now, look how big the onion is on this one. I'm not quite sure why that onion exists. But I'm going to eat it because I like onions on my burger. It's a nice little sauteed grilled onion. That is where literally all of the flavor comes from. I'll put it this way. If you like the Chili's little bites, very similar to that. Without the ranch dipping sauce, which you could get on the side. That's the biggest way that I could explain it. I do like them. It's kind of cheap. You order like 10 of them and you just have a day with it. This burger, I think, is a little bit better on a fast food scale. So I'll give it a 6.7 out of 10. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that White Castle's elite because I would be lying through my teeth. But I don't. I'm going to stop saying it. I'm sorry. Now, since I tried to get all of their sides, I got an order of their mozzie sticks or mozzarella sticks. It sounds so weird coming out of my mouth. I don't know. But you're supposed to get 4 in an order. I don't know if one fell in the bag because there's only 3. But I got 3. Nope, we got 3. Whatever. It does come with marinara sauce. Now, I am not a fan of their marinara sauce, so I never get it. But these are decent. You just have to eat them fresh. Once they get cold, they're kind of trash. They taste like any place that serves frozen mozzie sticks. I never minded them. And every once in a while, I'd order them. But I never went out of my way like every single time saying it's a must get. Sometimes you're in the mood for like a decent mozzie stick. And this is decent for fast food. It's better than like, I hate throwing people strays, but like Burger King's, for example. Also, this White Castle is better than the one that's in Clifton. Like I said, there's 2 locations. That one tends to not change the oil as much. So these don't taste like old grease. Just an observation I've had over the years. The only problem is, this one's not open 24 hours. The one in Clifton is. That's probably why they don't change the oil as often. But for fast food, these also get a 6 out of 10. Slightly above average for fast food. A lot of people love crinkle cuts. White Castle does do their crinkle cuts. Now, they just salt these basic crinkle cuts. Sometimes I get them. Usually I don't. I'm more of an onion rings person. A little bit of salt on there. Now, I said I was going to do this, so I'm going to do it. This is into the barbecue mix. I'm going to shake these up. That's better. That's better. Sometimes you just want a solid crinkle cut. Look how much seasoning came off on that. I like that. They should offer these. Like if you can get a sack of their fries. Because for people who don't know, White Castle, barbecue ranch fries. White Castle offers things in small, medium, or a sack because it comes in a bag like this. The barbecue sauce cuts through that ranch. That's good. I used to actually mix ranch and barbecue sauce a lot in college. I used to put it in a bowl in the dining hall and eat like my fries with it. It's the way you got by because, you know, dining hall food usually wasn't the best. But I'm actually going to try one of these chicken rings too, which also has the ranch and the barbecue on it now. This one is more coated better. There you go. So this one has more ranch and barbecue on it right here. That's pretty good. I like that ranch barbecue mix. Now I have a mix of like chicken rings and fries in here. Get like a dipping sauce with this. Wouldn't mind it at all. Fries, fast food, pretty decent crinkle cut. As long as you get them fresh, 7 out of 10. Barbecue ranch, fries, I would give a 7.5 out of 10. Either one, barbecue and ranch or barbecue. But this is nice. Like I would make this into a nice little meal. I know a lot of people that go to White Castle do what Harold and Kumar used to do. You know, try that. Now this is where we get some of the different stuff at White Castle. So this is a surf and turf. My dad used to get these all the time. He likes fish sandwiches from, I know he's watching too, bro. You always ate fish sandwiches from everywhere. Fried fish, fillet of fish, all that stuff. So the surf and turf is a hamburger or a cheeseburger, a fish patty, and then another cheeseburger on top. So instead of using the top bun, there's just another cheeseburger. It doesn't come with tartar sauce or anything unless you ask for it in the app. I'd never really cared for White Castle's fish, but hey, we're here for a reason. I don't know why I like this. I don't. I have no logical answer. But people do like the land air sea at McDonald's. It reminds me of that. There's just a lot of different flavors going on in here. Now their fish patty is okay. It's pretty much if you bought a frozen fish patty. I know their stuff is frozen, but I try to put people in like a mind of what it tastes like. Like any frozen fish patty that's a decent brand, very much on point for that. I liked fish sticks growing up, and that's what these patties always remind me of because it's the same thing in patty form. With the onions and the ketchup from the burger, with the fish, and all this soggy bread. Don't ask me why. Maybe because I'm getting old. But this is my favorite one I've had out of all of them, which isn't saying much, but I'll probably just order 2 or 3 of these with like some fries and onion rings or something, call it a day. I'll give that a 7 out of 10. We also have their onion rings. I referenced these in the Burger King video, talking about a lot of fast food places don't do it. My bad, I didn't mention Sonic. A lot of you like said, why didn't you try Sonic's onion rings? I have had them before. I just don't remember, so that's my bad. We'll probably spin the block one more time for Sonic to try them when we do our top 5 items, and I'll do it in the video. Their onion rings are very thin, and they're usually kind of rubbery. Yeah, they still are. The texture on these is so weird. It's like an onion flavored rubber tire. Yeah, I don't like these. I don't know. They're much thinner, and can you get in there for that? Just texturally, really weird. I don't know what the hell. I just get a rubbery aftertaste. I don't like these onion rings at all. This is one of the few places that I prefer their fries to their onion rings. I'll give these a 3 out of 10. They're not for me. Maybe if you like this type of onion ring, if that's your preference, but definitely not for me. Insert the diabolical comments because I know it's coming. We tried to get one of everything. Is this White Castle's clam strips? Fried strips of clam at a fast food place? I'm going to agree. It's diabolical. But that is what they look like. It usually comes with cocktail sauce. But I'm not. I will say this. The clam flavor is strong in these. Like, really strong. I don't mind these. I don't mind these. It just tastes like a little, like, fried seafood kind of thing. Reminds me of Long John Silver's. Which, again, I'm talking from a fast food. Comparing this to anything, like, hell no. But They're nice. You got to be a seafood person for them because it tastes like they just were swimming in clam juice, which you can also buy at the store. A lot of times clam juice is exactly what it sounds like, but if you don't like seafood, this ain't shrimp. But the seafood tastes actually kind of refreshing right now. Do I love them? No. But another thing that I would eat. White Castle's definitely a place you got to go at 2 o'clock in the morning after you've been out to really like it. But I'm not doing that right now. I just came from workout. But those also get a 6.8 out of 10. This is going to be a strange one because the last time I had these, I really liked them. These are their fish nibblers. They're like little fish nuggets. But I remember having these last time and I thought they were good. I still like them. They just taste like little pieces of fried like fish sticks. But the texture's on point. I just wish that they had some sort of even salt in the batter because the breading is incredibly bland. But my expectations for fast food, I think, are much lower than everybody. And I don't have any dipping sauces. I just didn't want any. No need to enhance what it is. It just is what it is. I don't really like tartar sauce, but White Castle's cocktail sauce is always off. And dipping these in ketchup would be super weird. But this is in the I would eat it category. I don't mind these. These were better the last time I got them. I think they might have because they look darker than the last time I got them. Like they left them in the fryer for too long. But very average compared to last time. Locations matter. 5 out of 10. Now, White Castle also serves breakfast that is all day long. So I did get 2 of them. The first one is their chicken and waffle slider, which comes on these little Belgian waffles with bacon. The waffles had a little syrupy taste last time, but the chicken was a little rubbery, and it still seems a little rubbery. The waffles have a little bit of like I said, like a syrup kind of flavor built in. The bacon, even for fast food bacon, is like really soggy. You can see how soggy that is. I know some people probably saying, what do you expect is fast food? I'm comparing this to fast food. It's not all restaurants, just fast food. And their chicken, I've just noticed that certain places have really thin tenders or patties, and that just causes them to get really rubbery and dry. The thicker versions of the cheaper ones, like at a McDonald's or a Wendy's, are not as dry as this version, which you also see at Sonic. And they're tenders, which can also be really dry when they overcook them. This is really dry, but the flavor of that little bit of syrup on there, kind of nice. It's going to take you 3 hours to chew it, though. And I just don't know what I would dip a breakfast sandwich, because they don't have any syrup. Or at least I didn't see any on there. Best fast food breakfast sandwich that's similar to that'll always be king is the McGriddle, which is much more moist and fluffy, and that's just comes across as dry. Even adding the McChicken to the McGriddle also works. But this is okay. I'll give it a 5 out of 10 as well. This is the true breakfast sandwich version of it. You can get a bacon, egg, and cheese. I tend to, at fast food places, at least most of them, get a sausage, egg, and cheese. But this is a whole egg. It's a folded egg. So you do have like a runny yolk thing in there, which I really like and also keeps the sandwich moist. Breakfast sandwiches, for me, I like a folded egg with runny yolk specifically. Much better. Sausage, being as fatty as it is, the egg yolk, as well as the sweetness from that syrup with the saltiness again of the sausage. This one's good. It's a nice little sandwich. Do the sausage with the egg. If you want to add ketchup to yours, you can, but this is pretty valid. It's not McGriddle territory, which on a fast food scale is above a 9. But ironically enough, is probably the best thing that I've had from here. Out of anything. And I would give this a 7.8 out of 10. Again, not quite great, but still in that pretty good category. And finally, we have the hash browns. These are pretty basic hash browns from what I remember. I hope they at least salted them, but they're just your round hash brown. You never mind these. Similar to a tater tot, as long as they're not like charred, I can rock with these. This and that damn breakfast slider are like the two best things that I would get from White Castle. I rock with them. Again, just a regular hash brown. You know what's funny though? Burger King makes a version of this better. Theirs has a little bit more like a little salt to it. That brings it home a little bit. But like I said, when it comes to tater tots and stuff, I'm never going to mind these. I don't care how seasoned they are. Just the overall crunchy, little bit of salt. I wish they had more salt on them, but nitpicking a fast food restaurant to me is just like insane. So I try to hamper my expectations. Slightly above average, 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. They're running through the entire White Castle menu. As you can see, I don't think anything from there is actually elite, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy that. Sometimes you just need a little taste, a little something from White Castle to send you on your way. I have never religiously been a person who's gone to White Castle, but even if you watch these videos once or twice a year, I do go, and I don't mind it. And nothing from there to me is elite. Their sliders are probably the best thing on their menu, as well as some of their sides with their fries, and then the breakfast. You can also get their desserts, but you can buy those in stores. It's like a gooey butter cake on a stick. That's why I didn't get it. Like, that's a store-bought item. You can. It's not even White Castle branded, or anything. But I never minded White Castle. I think specifically, and a lot of people will probably agree with me, if you live around White Castle, it's very much a place that during the day, like right now, it's empty, but at night, the line gets long. So you can take that inference for where I'm going for. I know there's some younger people that watch this stuff, so I try to say things tongue-in-cheek. I know some people say we're all adults here. We're not. You know, I do understand that, like, younger people, grown folks being grown at night, they come here. That's what your parents probably tell you is grown folk stuff. And they're right, it's grown folk stuff. Don't do none of that. So that's when I see the line long. And truthfully, again, that's when I've enjoyed White Castle the most. Because it's average pretty much on everything. You know how it is. Average food, it elevates under certain things. Now, I don't do the type of partying or enjoying entertainment, as they say, like Harold and Kumar. But those are usually the biggest fans of White Castle. Even people, you know, that I grew up around as we got older, that's when they would go. You can also buy their sliders like in sacks of 20. They have crave cases and then a giant crave case where there's like 40. Right now there is a Harold and Kumar order, like their exact order. So it's like 4 cherry Cokes, an order of 4 fries, and then like 30 sliders, which they also serve here. I believe it's like $50. So you can do with that whatever you may. I don't know anybody that refers to White Castle as elite, and I would completely agree with them. I would honestly say that even my ratings are a little bit biased and a little too lenient on some of them, but it's again because I grew up eating this and I just like their like whole prezzo and everything like that. I'm completely real about that fact. Like, if you wanted to tell me the food is it's like mid or below average, as people say, I wouldn't argue with you. Like, I never go out of my way to go here, but again, once or twice a year, I don't know why I like it, but I do. I won't be back here for a while. That's for sure. It's not gonna happen, but I'm still satisfied. But we're doing every franchise, and that's what I wanted to do today. I've been driving past this White Castle a ton, and I said I was going to finally get to it. So that's going to be the end of the video, man. I love y'all. I really appreciate the comments, the questions, the love that y'all been giving me. And I hope to continue doing this and being on your screen for as long as I possibly can. So we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. And hand signs. They made it to YouTube.